Cancer Champions United is a unique and empowering initiative dedicated to supporting and uplifting cancer survivors. On the eve of Cancer Survivors Day, we are inaugurating it. It aims to provide comprehensive resources, community support, and a platform for survivors to connect, inspire, and thrive.
డిస్టర్బ్ చేయకు బ్రదర్ ఎందుకు అతను చెప్పి తీసుకో
ఓకే.
Next, I would request all of our chief guests to felicitate the survivors and patients by handing over the symbol of resilience. So this is just a small token of our appreciation for the strength and courage that they have shown. Mr. Harihar Singh, please, sir. Mr. Pankaj.
Sir. Yes, sir. Hold it. Yeah,
Mr. Ramabrahma.
Sorry.
Round of applause, please. Mrs. Nahid Sultana. Mr. Samba Sivrao. Mrs. Keerthamma. Mrs. Keertana. Mr. T.V. Ramarao. Mrs. Zaiza Kidwai. Mr. Umesh. Mrs. Prabha. Mr. Satyanarayana.
Sir.
Mr. Keshav Rao.
comes for every cancer day.
Sir. Hello, come on. ఇది చూడండి చలో కేక్ డింపుల్
Yes, yes, yes.
To yourself. Yes.
Next, I would request Dr. Vijayanand Reddy to please say a few words.
A very good morning to all of you and a warm-hearted welcome to all the patients who have come all the way, who have been coming here for all our cancer survivor functions or cancer awareness functions all through. A 24-year-old man walks into my clinic. Sir, I am being diagnosed of cancer. I don't want to die. I have to take care of my parents. I am the only son. He was in tears. He was shattered with the diagnosis of cancer. We counseled them. We got the treatment done and he's out of it. And he's happily married and he has children and he's taking care of his parents. A 16-year-old girl walks with her widow mother. Doctor uncle, everybody at home are crying. They are saying that I am not going to survive. Is that true? Is there no medicine for me to get cured? I counseled her. She has gone through the worst side effects, but she gone through smilingly all through the treatment and she became a survivor. She joined fashion industry and she is doing modeling now. A 32-year-old girl, still not married, she was diagnosed of cancer and she doesn't want to come to the hospitals. One of the survivors gave her a boost and brought her to my office and she said, anyway I'm going to die, why should I go through this kind of torturous treatments, surgery, chemotherapy and radiation? So we had to sit with her, counsel her, and finally she agreed to go for the treatment. She got the treatment done. Now she's doing trekking in Himalayas. The moral of these stories is nothing but once you're diagnosed of cancer, the thought comes to your mind is nothing but death. That's an unfortunate thing that's happening, and even in the movies, if you want to die, if you want to make a character die, they diagnose him of a cancer. That's a myth. As Dr. Srinivas mentioned, that's a myth. It's not true anymore. 2/3 of the cancers what we see today, we are able to cure them completely. And the rest 1/3 is mainly, we are not able to cure them or completely get rid of the disease because they are coming in very late stages. As Srinivas mentioned, they are becoming chronic diseases. We are able to manage them with the disease, extend their life. But that would have been better if they have come little early, stage 1, stage 2 or stage 3 at least. Now thousands of patients have been cured in my career, in our colleagues' career here, and millions of cancer patients are cured across the globe. Please do not run away from cancer. When you have some symptoms, go and face it, fight it. Cancer is no more incurable. Cancer is very much curable. Cancer cannot cripple love. Cancer cannot shatter hope. Cancer is curable. Cancer is conquerable. Please face it, fight it. You would definitely be a winner. All the very best. God bless you all.
One more, Dr. Kalyani, if you could just hand over a memento to her also.
Sure. doctor and a survivor. God bless you. Yeah. He's a doctor by herself, he's a great survivor, great fighter. God bless you.
Next, I would request our chief guest, Mrs. Sunita Krishnan, to please say a few words, madam.
Namaskar. I was diagnosed with lung cancer last year, the month of May. The mission that I am in for the last 30 years has been to rescue girls from prostitution. Rescued more than 28,000 girls out of prostitution. I have had more than 17 attacks on my life. So death per se was not something that I thought I feared, because I've been beaten up, there have been attacks, there have been threats on my life. But when I was diagnosed with lung cancer, for the first time I experienced a sense of shock, a sense of, many people call me the most brave person, the most courageous person. Suddenly I was not that brave, I was not that courageous. Suddenly it kind of hit me on my face. What is my world going to be? The organization that I set up for 30 years, it's a large organization. I not even planned for succession. I'm just nearing 50, and who will look after this entire thing? I kind of in my mind already thought that this means there is some kind of end in my life. Diagnosis of cancer does that to the most courageous of persons. And to me, I was no exception. But I think what helped me was early diagnosis. All of the esteemed speakers spoke about family, spotters, who stand by survivors. I heard Ria speak. As a choice in my life, I moved away from my family to do what I'm doing in my life. And so I got a new family. Apollo Hospital became my family, which supported me in the entire crisis. Dr. Vijayanand Reddy, my oncologist, Dr. Chinnababu, my oncosurgeon. Not only I was treated here, but my entire financial expenses for the treatment also was borne from the family. And that is why I call Apollo Hospital my family, which has stood by me to go through this entire ordeal. What has worked for me? Early detection. What has worked for me is living for the day and seeing every day positively. But does that mean I did not get scared? Does that mean I did not face fear? I went through all of that. I started working 3 days after my surgery. It took me a month and a half to recoup and recover from my surgery. But in that month and a half, I experienced absolutely illogical fears. I could not see a movie which had tears coming out in somebody's eyes. Forget a movie, I could not even read a disclaimer. I was diagnosed with lung cancer. So if the disclaimer says cigarette smoking is injurious to health and you may get cancer, my hand and legs used to get cold and I would stop. There was palpitation and there used to be such restlessness within me. I stopped seeing television for 1.5 months. I could not handle any pain. Understand you will go through all these fears. Embrace those fears. It is very foolish to say that you will not get scared. It is very foolish to say you will not get scared of what is going to happen. And it is not just about surviving. I don't call myself a survivor. I call myself a conqueror. I'm a cancer conqueror. But that does not mean that I am away from the fear that, oh my God, it may come back to me. Every month, every 2 months when I see Dr. Vijayanand Reddy and I get my X-ray done, I get my PET scan done, there is that lingering thing, oh my God, does it come back? And it came back this year. When I did my PET scan on my right lung, there was a small lesion seen. That entire 1 month, oh my God, does this come back again? Does this mean more money? Does this mean more tension? What all does it mean? So those anxieties are real. Let's face it, let's embrace it, and let us be confident that we'll get over it. This too shall pass. After 1 month, a CT scan was done and that lesion had disappeared miraculously. I call it a miracle. Maybe there is some scientific reason behind it. Maybe there is a medical reason behind it. I'm sure. But I believe the universe conspires and each of us are there for each other to support and be there. I'm a proud cancer conqueror and I believe each one of us can conquer it. Let us take away the fear from inside us. Let us become a little more mindful of our bodies. Let us not run away from our symptoms. If there is something that is bothering us, if there is some symptom that we see, let us get it checked. Early detection is the best cancer management. Thank you so much, Dr. Vijayanand Reddy, for being my doctor. Thank you so much, Apollo Hospital, for being my family. I am extremely humbled and honored to be part of this family. Thank you.
May I request Onco team to come on to the dais, please. Sai, Sanjay, all of you. Prashant.
Next, could I ask our guest of honor, Ms. Dimple Hayati, to say a few words, please.
Andarki namaskaram. Very good morning to one and all.